It's a very white dad when it's like, well, if you got nothing, let the government have your computer.
Right, but everything.
I don't know.
I'm a big believer in karma. I'm a big believer in everything circles around, and so all these women and all these gay people who are talking hella shit is gonna come and hit y'all.
It's coming back.
It always starts with white men.
You think
then it goes to black people. Then it's gonna go to white women. Then it's gonna go to black women who it
trickles down,
and then gay niggas is next. And that's gonna be so funny.
That's the
all
pinnacle?
gay people me tooing.
Gay people are getting Me Too?
I'm from. You gotta talk to an Australian. That's fucking hard.
Yeah, you got to talk to a tourist
at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Right. See, I think that's a huge misconception. I used to do a lot of alt shows. I've talked about it, I think, on this podcast before. I used to do a lot of alt or East Side shows when I first started because that's all there was. I wasn't at the store.
The scene's dying though.
Well, let me tell you why the scene is dying, and that's a perfect way to talk about it because I did it back then because that was a great outlet for young comics who were writing a lot to do shit. And I stopped doing it because I felt there was such a bullshit clique mentality that wasn't predicated upon how funny you were. No. It was all about localized status. It was another high school.
Back of the room laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big issue.
But it was another high school of the kids in high school who weren't good at being in high school.
Well, that's the irony, right? None of these people were cool in high school, so now they're cool there. And I'm not talking everyone in that community. I'm just saying it started to become that way for me about 5 or 6 years ago. So I quit. I quit going. And
I stopped doing the spots because I've seen you at shows. We've done all shows
together. I just stopped asking or talking. You know, like that's an alt show right there. You know, like I used to go to Nerd Melt.
Right.
I used to do all that shit, and I still love a lot of those people that I started with.
Great comedians in there.
But it started to become such a cliquey thing that like the irony was they were talking shit about the Comedy Store like that was the clique, but I was like, no, bro, this is such a high schooly clique thing over there. It is a clique, just like any business has a clique of moving up, but you had to be funny as fuck to kill on those stages. To get to the stage, to kill on the stage.
But like in defense of what they were kind of saying, the Comedy Store does allow a lot of bullshit motherfuckers off the fraternity aspect of it. But like,
but I think they're cutting down on that.
They are, but I got past because I followed.
You're one of the bullshit motherfuckers that know it.
But no, like Adam passed me because he put me after Rogan doing 30.
Yeah, good luck.
So it's like if you can't follow Rogan doing Rogan and you know, that place is built by Rogan.
Well, you know? and the cheap shot that someone could say is, and by the way, I'm not taking shots at anybody in the alt community whatsoever. I'm just saying it got different for me and it got weird for me. And the Comedy Store was a way better home for me because of that reason, right? I'm not like Joey Diaz, right? Joey Diaz, cocksucker, motherfucker. Dude, I love him. His energy is unbelievable. It's so hard to match. To me, the hardest and most impressive thing in the world is when a comic who's nothing like Joey Diaz, like Ali Wong or someone like that, who is the opposite.
The thing.
Right.
I love when people flip the thing.
Who can take something so insanely its own energy and then change it to theirs. Come on, man. Because I got to say, a lot of the other shows I did around town, it felt like I was listening to the same comic set after set after set. Because they all kind of had the same style.
But that makes it easier for the audience to consume.
Totally.
So like that's why everyone kills. No one's really killing. Everyone's just kind of riding a wave.
Everyone's
whoever
doing well.
Yeah.
Right.
No one's really killing.
Right.
And that's why, I mean, I'm not as high in the lineup as you, but like I'll go after a Fahim or I'll go after like a Eleanor who are just up there with it. And I gotta like, okay, let me flip this back down and hit like the cool black angle and then fucking
I also do the cool black angle though.
But you do it better than me, honestly.
You are my first Twitter, the idea of black Twitter.
Yeah.
And its prominence right now and what's going on, right? Because like
all the jokes, every single joke from late night is stolen from black Twitter and it's really fucked up.
It's fucked up. How come no one's talking about it? How come it's not getting more heat, more wave?
the people who talk about things and the people who circulate the ideas and circulate the articles and like the split-siders and the vultures and this is my point. And this is no shade to anyone who did the Netflix 15 that I did.
Sure. You did them.
I did them.
Yeah.
Tim Dillon and Sam J weren't on any list for the Netflix 15s.
What do you mean by that? They weren't like, any of the...
It's all narrative built.
Right.
Everything is narrative built and it's like fucking sucks because this is the one place you're supposed to go to destroy narratives. It's comedy.
Totally.
That's what the whole thing is built on top of. That's why Lenny Bruce is butt ass naked from the cops for.
Right.
He died booty naked just so we can talk shit about narrative.
100%.
And then you're going to add more narrative with these other articles and shit. And so the reason why no one brings up these black Twitter arguments is like, okay, if we bring up all these facts, then Zach Fox, Javon, Jabuki, Nonu, all these amazing black Twitter writers, they're going to take their jobs.
Right.
So if they write the articles about black Twitter writing all the jokes, the niggas who are writing for Vulture, the niggas who are writing for Split Sider, they want to write for Colbert. They want to write for Seth Meyers.
Of course.
So if they bring light to the people who are they're stealing the jokes from, that means they're knocking themselves off the position to get to the job.
Right.
And it's just some white supremacy shit. Because in reality, every Colbert joke is just every punchline is some shit from the gay community. Every punchline is some shit from the black community. Every punchline is some shit from the black female community. And once you bring light to that thing, the people who bring light to shit are white.
Right, but how then explain to me this: when it is an inherent black joke, a late night show takes it and makes it white and their spin because they soften it or they cut the edges off. You mean like they
you still got to talk to this crowd. You still got to talk to the people who go and see Ellen in the middle of the day. They're not going to understand the very deep cut of a black Twitter joke.
Well, it's too meta, right?
It's too meta, so they got to say the easiest black Twitter thing.
Right.
But what we have to do now as a comedian, and you know this just like anyone else, is like we have to play both.
Yeah,
we have to be able to go to the motherfucking middle of Omaha and still be like funny. But then also like not be considered to black Twitter. I have to.
You have to. Well, not everyone has to. Everyone has some semblance of a duty to try to do that. But my biggest thing is like, a lot of my humor tends to be I tend to get a little bit of racial. But like anybody who knows me knows the reason I do that is because I know how uncomfortable and weird people get about racial topics. It's so weird, but I need to feed that. I need to feed them that because I feel like it's important for us to joke about these things. Otherwise, we corner ourselves into a place where you're like, I only tell these kind of jokes. I won't touch on. I don't touch that stuff.
Yeah.
So, well, why? That to me. That's the whole freeing point about this. You can talk shit about a white dude just as much as I should be able to talk shit about you.
Right.
If it's a good point.
Right.
If it's a funny point.
But the problem with your saying is there's been so many people with your skin tone that has made garbage jokes about it.
Totally.
And so you're living in their
I have
rubble.
To fight out of
You're
the
living
bullshit.
in their rubble.
Unless
so
I
your
make a
joke
joke
has to be fucking. True story. We were like she kept being like, oh, I could be friends with your ex-girlfriend if you want me to.
Yay.
Or I heard that you're out with Zach and I can like go out with you. Like she kept trying to like position herself into my life.
Right.
And I'm Mr. like, nah, you good. We chilling.
Yeah.
And we fucking one time, and then she like we're going at it, and it was fine and great, and we're doing the fuck we were doing, and she just stops in the middle of it and holds my chest, and she goes, Jack, what do you really think of me?
Oh my! In the middle of fucking,
my dick is inside of her. No condom.
God, that's the first thing you should have said out of your mouth. My dick is inside you. No condom.
And so my first thing was like, it seems like you want to talk.
She did.
And I try to like pull myself out, and she's like, no, keep going.
No,
because she knew it looked crazy.
Right.
So she was like, oh, I can realize that Jack thinks I'm crazy. I'm gonna kick this.
Yeah, having a full-on chat while we're having sex is very unusual.
And so I'm Mr. like, nigga, I ain't gonna slow the stroke down. We're gonna keep it going then.
Let me smash this up real quick.
I keep going. I go like 5 more, 6 more strokes, and she goes, no, like, but for real. I'm like, oh, this is a thing.
Oh my God.
And so I'm just annoyed and petty. So I go out to the living room, butt ass naked, and I'm like, come on, we'll talk about it. And I just turn on The Shining.
Why you have The Shining available?
I just went to Netflix because I wanted to watch it. I was like, I turn on The Shining and I just play The Shining. I just go sit down, and she's like, you want to talk? Like, no, we're gonna watch The Shining.
We're gonna watch The Shining.
And I made her watch.
Great therapy.
And I made her watch The Shining, and then she left
in the middle of The Shining. She didn't finish. No way.
No. And then she texted me and she was like, I think we should take a break. I'm like, okay. Because it's like,
sure.
There's some women think that you owe them the full explanation. It's like, no, I owe my girl the full explanation. I owe my mama the full explanation. I owe my homegirl the full explanation.
Right.
We just fucking, shorty.
Yeah.
Don't make you a part of these plethora of women. Don't like these are top shelf women in my life.
Right.
They deserve the full.
What do you think she really wanted to hear? She wanted me to be her man. She wanted commitment right then.
Go to fashion things with her. She worked in fashion. She wanted me to go to fashion things with her, and she wanted to like get me out of my hole and do the whole thing. And it's like when women are like ADD when they don't get to finish a project with a man. Mm-hmm. Like if there was we're all projects to women.
Right. You're undone.
I'm undone.
Yeah.
And the fact that she couldn't finish my project, that means I'm just they can't do it. I can't.
Let me guess.
Anthony Bourdain and Mac Miller.
Oh, I was gonna say Mac Miller. Yeah.
Both of them motherfuckers.
I met him.
Rocked me.
I know. I liked him a lot.
He came to the Comedy Store one night.
Did he?
He was there with Chance the Rapper's little brother. I was doing the 12 o'clock spot, and it was one of those beautiful nights where it like went like you, then Fahim, then Eleanor, then me, and we're all on fire, and like it was packed as fuck until like fucking 2 a.m. in the morning. It was one of those beautiful Comedy Store nights that I'll tell my children.
Hopefully
about.
He'll remember that shit forever.
No, and
hopefully he knows that.
He was cracking the fuck up the entire night, and someone tapped me. They're like, "Yo, Mac Miller here." I'm like, "I'm about to sauce." I was like, "I'm about to fucking sauce."
Good.
And I know friends that know of him, and it's like weird circles. And he came up to me, and we drank all night. And this is one of the things he always kept talking about. He kept talking about Groucho Marx. Uh-huh. He kept talking about Mel Black. I'm saying it's like
Mel Brooks.
Mel, the dude who made Looney Tunes.
Black. Blank or black? Black.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on it.
I'm drawing a blank.
Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
Penny. Jesus Christ. Penny. And we just talked about old comedy the entire night.
Wow.
Wilson,
yeah,
he knows all of it.
Yeah, no, I can tell.
Baby's Kids. We talked about all that.
He was a big
shit,
comedy fan. I met him. We did Punked, and he was one of the hosts that came along and glommed onto us a lot in a good way, positive. Like he loved our energy. Me and this other kid Nick, and man, he was so much fun to fuck with and to fuck around with because he was down. He just was really into it. A lot of the best hosts that we had back when I did Punked many a moon ago. It was, bro. But the people that liked us the most, that we liked the most, they were fans of they loved comedy, you know. And I was
it's a beautiful
and
art.
I was nothing back then. I was bullshit. But he was great, man. I got nothing but good things to say about that kid, except for the fact that it just makes me annoyed and sick that people die from drugs when they're young because it's bullshit.
But he didn't. It was fentanyl.
Yeah, that shit's fucked. It should be in nobody's hands.
It's a garbage cut of cocaine.
It should be in nobody's hands. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that shit shouldn't be out of the world.
It's crazy that it's in it.
It's because
I don't know what it does necessarily. I'm not that well versed with
what fentanyl is.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's pharmaceutically made, so it's regimented. It's legally made.
They know what they're doing.
Of course they do, man. What do you mean? They gave the black community HIV. We'll be right back after these breaks.
I did a joke on Chocolate Sunday. And
Chocolate Sunday, for those that don't know, is the name of a show at a club here in Hollywood, and it's Chocolate Sundays because it's Sunday night, and chocolate because
black people.
Everybody's black.
But it's a very, very fun show.
It's a phenomenal show.
I would say one of the best shows in the fucking city.
That's where I met Ron G.
One of the best shows in the fucking city. And one of the jokes I told, I think that it's very funny that the karma has happened, that we've gone from the crack epidemic to the opioid epidemic, and how like the opioid epidemic all kind of correlated with hip hop, and how hip hop went from a thing where hip hop came out of the crack epidemic and now led to the biggest artists in the world telling white kids to do opioids.
Yeah, that's wild.
And it's like,
take pills.
That's karma, wild. Bitch. We got you back.
That's payback.
That's why as I'm saying, everything circles.
Yeah,
everything fucking circles around, and so that's why it sucked that my joke worked against one of my favorite